Welcome to the second installment of It's About People.
This is the Kellis High School magazine that spotlights the incredible talent that we have here.
Our second show introduces us to several talented students who play instruments in every type of band, from coffee shops to quinceañeras and from football stadiums to banquet halls.
We celebrate unique students who live in families where two different languages are used to communicate.
We'll meet Daniela, an aspiring fashion designer who has found for pennies or created almost every outfit she's ever worn in high school.
I had the pleasure of getting to know Hayden, who has been volunteering for years with the public library, in a time when popular media would have you believe that the majority of young people don't know what libraries are for.
We hope you enjoy meeting a few more reasons why we feel Raymond S. Kellis High School is so special.
So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen,
it's about people.
You can't help noticing Daniela Nunez as she confidently crosses the campus in 4-inch thigh-high neon tennis shoes, or a combination of so many interesting styles and colors that your first thought might be, is that a costume? On second take, you realize that her style is not only unique, it's interesting and marketable. Please enjoy Janie's interview with Daniela, Kellis' next fashion mogul.
At first it was kind of embarrassing because people are like, why do you dress like that? And then I feel like people got used to it, and then more people were interested in it. So at first I was nervous and embarrassed, but I liked it. So a lot of the clothes that I wear now, my inspiration is probably Korean street style. That interests me a lot, or like Japanese Harajuku fashion, stuff like that. That is super cool to me. And I try to mimic outfits like that, or things I see online that I think that would look cool. I put pieces together in it. With these, I put these, I cut these off one of my shirts and I put it on my things. But I'm not wearing them right now because it's cold. But yeah, I try to do stuff like that. If I see something that I think, hey, that would look cool on this, then I try to mix and match. I get most of my stuff from thrift stores, but I like to go to not Goodwill and Savers. There's some that I go to in Sun City that are old people thrift stores, but I find a lot of my clothes from there, so I think it's really I find all my stuff from there.
My name is Mackenzie Sloan. I probably met Daniela my sophomore year in geometry. Yeah, Daniela inspired me to start talking to random people and just, I wouldn't say harass, but maybe be really adamant on talking to more people.
Hi, I'm Julie Flaherty. I'm an art teacher here at Raymond S. Kellis High School. Her clothing is definitely some days trendy, some days not so trendy, and she obviously likes to step out of what is normal or fit in with everybody else type of teenager. She's not afraid to push the boundary and wear big, gigantic royal blue boots and glow-in-the-dark tank tops and crazy earrings. She's definitely unique and finds interesting vintage type of clothing and even jewelry down to shoes and all sorts of things, even our makeup.
I'd say like be brave, because I feel like every time somebody tells me, hey, I like your style, but I just don't think it would look good on me, and like I'm always like, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like anything looks good on anybody if you're brave enough. Like if you want to look this way, and if you really want it to look this way, then you do it.
One of my best friends is Hayden, a bright-eyed, bright-haired sophomore who volunteers at the public library. Hayden took her love of books and interest in the community and found a perfect way to satisfy both. Meet Hayden.
My name is Hayden Kelly. I'm a sophomore at Kellis and I volunteer at the Peoria Public Library. I started volunteering at the library when I was in 7th grade because it was really important to me since it's such an important part of the community and I wanted to kind of give back. My history with this specific library goes way back. I've been going since I was a toddler and I'm very close with many of the pages and librarians and just the staff in general there, so it was really important to me that I got to be part of this volunteering experience. Some of the jobs I do at the library include cleaning or shelving books or just helping pages out with holds and stuff like that. You can also get involved with the seed library. The seed library is a library for seeds basically, where you go to the library and you pick up seed packets in which you can plant and grow your own vegetables and stuff like that. A lot of kids come in and ask questions about it, and because I get to put the seed packets together, it's actually really interesting, the stuff that you kind of learn while you're working on it. The best part of volunteering at the library is probably getting to learn so many new things. I'm very experienced in customer service now. It will come in handy once I get a job. It's also just a really nice environment to get to know people and to get to interact with the public.
My name is Tanya Stumpfel. I'm the Teen Services Librarian here at the library.
And my name is Tim Elias, and I'm the library specialist down in the circulation area of the library. The teen volunteer program at the library, it is geared for teens to come in and get some job experience, doing jobs that are the equivalent to what our library pages do. They basically come in, we train them on how to sort and shelf books and DVDs, and sometimes help with our holds list, but the main focus is just to get them to learn how to shelf.
Some of the teens who have helped in the past, I missed them after they, I don't even say grew up and moved on. Some were very, so extremely helpful, and we really got a lot done because of them. I think it's always good if you have an opportunity, whether it's at the library or an animal shelter or a nursing home, to help volunteer and give back to the community, especially when before 16 you have a hard time finding a job. And this is something that will teach you life skills, showing up, doing a job, and being there for your community and help making it a better place.
As a friend, she's loyal, energetic, always good to have around, always good for a laugh. You know, Rachel's one of those people who is always different when they're actually focusing on something they want to get done versus just being around friends. That's really admirable. She can just do her work and get it done.
I would recommend that students volunteer for school credits, as it's a very rewarding thing, whether it be at your local library or at any local hospital. It's a very important thing to get involved in your community, and it just helps overall with your schoolwork.
If you think it's hard to talk to your parents some days, imagine how interesting life would be when more than one language was spoken in your home. Junior Michael Goodrow talked to 2 of his friends in media productions to understand more about this common living situation in the Kellis community.
Hello, I am Jose Angel Cifuentes Núñez, also known as Pepe. I'm a senior at RSK and I speak Spanish at home.
Hi, my name is Melania. I'm a senior at RSK and I'm Romanian. My first language is Romanian and I speak it at home.
Spanish was my first language. I was born in Mexico, Jerez, Zacatecas, and I was born and raised there.
Hi, I am Loressa and I am Melania's mother. I brought Melania here in 2002 in America. For Melania to know 2 languages would really help, because everywhere to go for a job or if you go in Europe, it really help.
When I go home, I feel like I have a special connection with my family because I can relate to them in a certain way.
I have a very, very much special connection with my parents, because the only language that I speak to them well, for the most part, is Spanish.
Es muy bueno el tener dos idiomas o más en este país.
Something that represents my culture is my mom loves to make Romanian food for us. And I love eating it.
I get sworn by Mexican food, and it just makes me feel like I was at home, at my home, where I was born in Mexico. Being bilingual, it does affect my English life, because for me, it's like kind of have like a balance between both languages, knowing when to speak one and knowing when to not. Obviously, when times have to be taken when we speak them or not. Gracias. Ahora los invito a Zacatecas para comer unos tacos.
Mulțumesc. Pe mine mă cheamă Melania Mercea.
Giselle Bermudez is another Kellis sophomore who plays bass in a band. From Selena to Cumbia Kings, Giselle produces the low-end thump that moves your feet. Enjoy this expose by senior producer Pepe Cifuentes.
I'm Giselle Bermudez. I'm an RSK 2021 graduate, and my passion is music. The band is like a family to me because whether or not we're on stage, we're always having a really good time. I can always count on them. Like, if I ever need anything, they're always one of the first people that I go to, and I just love them really much, and we're always having really good times. I chose the bass to be my instrument because I just feel like I can be really creative with it, and I personally love to be creative. I like to show my own style, and I feel like with the bass I can express the type of person I am or my creativity.
Isel es especial, es la más especial para mí. Primero es mi hija y segundo es parte base en la agrupación y aparte la única niña. Ella toca el bajo y pues lo hace muy excelente y pues todo el grupo la tenemos como especial.
Giselle la hace única en la banda porque para empezar es la única mujer en el grupo y además le echa muchas ganas en el bajo y ha aprendido bastante y pues me hace que es muy buena imagen para la banda.
Something else that unique about Giselle is the fact that, you know, she's a good girl. She's an awesome friend. I know I can always count on her, and the way she is, she has a great personality.
Studies music and practices to be able to play at the highest level. He's a member of the Kellis Band program and our first story. Produced by Junior Coleman Scannell, please say hello to Elias.
My name is Elias Villa. I am a junior here at Raymond S. Kellis High School. I am part of the marching band program as well as the jazz band and concert band program. I am the lead trumpet in the Raymond S. Kellis Marching Corps, as well as the Raymond S. Kellis Jazz Ensemble. Other forms of band, I play at my church as well. I also do a program called WVJC, which is the West Valley Jazz Cooperative. It is at Glendale Community College, and it's a great program run by a fellow named Russell Schmidt. Great guy.
I've known Elias since 5th grade, Cottonville Elementary School. I remember the first time he ever played trumpet was 8th grade, and just grown immensely. His range has grown, his style has grown, his tone quality has grown, and he's also grown as a leader a lot this year as well.
I have been in band since my freshman year. Originally my freshman year I was not the best. I started off pretty sloppy, but with the help of some upperclassmen, I was able to improve and be able to get to the point I am now. There are still other people in my section who do just as great a job as me, but luckily I was able to get the role of lead trumpet, and I help them out. I am also trumpet section here.
The big picture, he's just matured a ton, and that's shown itself through the way that he approaches his music and his marching and his leadership. But he's grown a ton and is a more well-rounded individual who does a lot of really great things for us.
I've stayed in band mostly because it's a great thing to do. You get to know a lot of people. You get to have the experience of actually performing on the field, being able to have that rush of adrenaline as you play your 8-minute show, go on the field, competitions, festivals, Friday night football games. It's all a great time.
Eunice Lee is quite the character, and being that she's been in almost every Kellis production since she walked into the Black Box Theater nearly 2 years ago. Singer, artist, actor, there doesn't seem to be anything this young lady can't do. Sophomore Isaiah Moran found out just how unique this Kellis treasure is.
So, first question, how would you describe Eunice Lee?
Eunice is one of the most talented actors I know. But on top of that, she's humble, she's always prepared, she gets along with everyone, she's a diplomat, she's a hard worker. So all of those things.
Hi, I'm Eunice Lee, and I'm a sophomore at Raymond S. Kellis. I have a passion for the arts, so I do acting, film, theater, music, stuff like that. This is a charcoal drawing of a section of the statue. I think it's out in Europe somewhere, and it's Perseus holding Medusa's head, and that's, you know, his arm, and that's her head right there.
How long have you been involved in the arts?
Pretty much ever since I was little, I've always had a thing for the arts, and it never really sprouted or like aroused from anywhere. It was just always there. What got me involved in theater was when I was in 6th grade. I heard on the radio, does your child want to be on Disney? So I called them, and it turns out it was this modeling and acting agency out in Arizona. So I called them, I auditioned for them, I made it, but then some confusing stuff happened, so I didn't end up really signing with them. 2 years later, they called me back. I went to another audition, and again I made it, and they flew me out to LA. I got to perform a piece in front of a bunch of agent and managers out in LA. I got a couple callbacks, and now I'm signing with an agent and a manager out in LA.
Do you have any advice for younger people interested in pursuing the arts?
Anyone who's interested in the arts, just go for it. Don't hold back. It's really scary at first. It's very scary at first, very intimidating. And you might not be so good at it at first. Like I wasn't. Everyone I know, they weren't as good as they were today when they were beginning. So really just go for it You'll love it.
Alyssa Crowley, a sophomore at Kellis, is a band kid, and with her family's musical roots, it's no wonder at all. Macy sat down with Alyssa, her friends, and a teacher to learn a little more about her.
I'm Alyssa Crowley, I'm in 10th grade, and I'm in marching band.
So what got you into playing music?
Well, my dad was in 4 different types of band: pep, marching, jazz, and concert. So he's a band geek like me, and I wanted to take after him. And then my mom was also in band, so I just took after her too.
What instruments do you play?
I play bass clarinet and clarinet, and I'm trying to learn trumpet, piano, and guitar at the same time.
People in your life been supportive of you being in a band?
Yes. So my dad works a lot, so sometimes he can't go to my performances, but my mom is a band mom, and she helps out with the band, and she's at all my performances and everything. My sister and her boyfriend try to come to them too, but yeah.
How have you seen Alyssa work hard in marching band and in school?
In the classroom, Alyssa is a really motivated student. She kind of keeps to herself, but she asks the right questions. She answers in class questions. She's really good at participating, and then it's extra fun to see her storming the halls on Fridays and playing with the marching band.
Certain respect for kids that handle extracurricular activities and academics?
It's always impressive when students are both good students and well-rounded in other activities, whether they're part of school or outside of school. So when a student like Alyssa is performing well academically and maintaining all of her commitments outside of school, it's always very impressive.
How have you seen Alyssa work hard for marching band and school?
This year I only see her for one class, and honestly, she's such a hard worker, just so persistent and so resilient. It's actually great. It inspires me, and she's a sophomore and I'm a junior, but I still look up to her. I really wish I had her work ethic.
What is your outlook on handling marching band and school at the same time?
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of hard. You really need to make time for both, but I think it's a good way to teach kids time management, and you're gonna have to balance things in the end, and it's a good way to practice for the real world.
What's something that you want people to know about being in marching band and handling, like, life at the same time?
It's a lot of work to be at every practice and every football game and every festival, so
it takes a lot of time.
It takes time out of you, but it's pretty easy. I mean,
Before we go, we want to say goodbye to our 2 seniors, our anchor and story editor, Janie, and our show's producer this year, Pepe Cifuentes. Pepe has been a very special person in Kellis Media, and as our final video on the show, we'd love for you all to know why he's so special to us.
Okay? And action. Usually I'm the one behind the camera, not in front of the camera. Hi. All right. Where did I put my script? Wait. Did I even have a script for this? One step at a time. No. In a world. There once was a Pepe. No. Just be myself.
Okay, so let me give you an example of what I'm meaning about that. Damn, the smash ball. Luigi power, yo yo, yes. Get that, Mario. Here we go.
Hey guys, my fellow Cougars, I am Pepe, the Pepe, Pepe Jose Angel Cifuentes Nunez. Though there's also this little name that's Jose, but who knows him? Knock knock. Who's there? Obama. Obama who? All by myself. I've served Cougar News and Kellis Media for all my 4 years of high school, with many, and I mean many, sorts of work that I've done all throughout these years. If there's something that I would do for the rest of my life, would be filmmaking, because filmmaking is the best. And go. 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 Jenny, go when you're ready. Go. One character that I saw from the play, I don't know if this even counts as Halloween costume, but it's still a costume. Filmmaking is the best! Woohoo! You can consider me the Raymond S. Kellis Super Smash Bros. Champion. 2 years in a row championship. Oh yeah, and also a Grand Canyon University Super Smash Bros. Tournament first place winner. There's that too. The most surprising thing that has happened to me in my senior year, or my 4 years of high school even, is me winning the Jesus Gomez Cooker Pride Award. The moment when Mr. Woon gave his speech at the senior awards.
We recognize one individual for contribution with the Jesus Gomez Award. And many of you know, some of you knew him. I did not know him, but I know of him, and I know that he was a media student, and he coined the phrase, "To pride is in you, own it." And he said that phrase on the morning announcements. And so I took, I took nominations, and as I read through the nominations, one student really stood out, and it was appropriate because it's somebody who's behind the scenes more than he's probably in front of the scenes. Athletes get a chance to be out in front of everyone and dancers and all that, but a lot of times the behind the scenes people don't always get the same recognition. So it was my pleasure and honor to recognize Pepe.
Thank you.
Very well deserved, and I know
I would have never expected to have those traits portray me, and knowing that the principals, the staff, even my peers see that in me, it's more than what I could ever wish for me to have in high school. Oh shoot, here we go again.
Thank you for watching.
We hope you enjoyed our second effort to bring some of the unseen awesomeness of the Kellis community to light.
Until next time,
goodbye.